Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Finally, we start. Actually, we already started our collab because on Monday I was on the channel of this guy here next to me, Romeo Agresti, for the day after that we will do every single week. Grazie Romeo for having me as a ghost, as a guest, as a guest.
It's a pleasure, Beppe. It's a big pleasure. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I will tell you a secret, Romeo. Today, I have absolutely zero idea about what happened about Juventus.
Nothing. You are lucky. Nothing.
I didn't read the papers this morning. I didn't watch your video. I know nothing.
That's your fault.
That's my fault. I know. I saw the thumbnail. You spoke about Hans Nicolussi and Pogba, but I didn't watch.
Yeah. Today we spoke on my YouTube about these two players. Not big news, but some little updates regarding both.
Let me say hello to the people that were waiting. We have a Juve01 Gigi, that was the first one. And he said, I want Pogba to play. Ciao Bogdan, ciao Sasha, ciao Styler Z, ciao Anel, ciao Elio.
Ciao ragazzi.
Stavros, Jafar, Azzurri Juve, Jack, Vincenzo, Bogdan, David, mamma mia. We have a lot of people in the chat.
Ciao boys.
Ragazzi, get used to see Romeo every single week. Oh, today we'll speak, of course, a bit about Mercato. I have also a nice game for you. I will already show you. Look.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Ooh!
And
we'll do together.
We will do the lineup for Bologna later. You will do the lineup.
Yeah. I think that will be the same probable lineup, but
I don't know. I have a change in mind. Maybe.
Really?
So, yeah, I think. But I will tell you later. Not
in
now.
Which zone of the field?
On the right side.
On the right side. Because in your opinion, there will play who?
Like, you want me to tell now?
No. At the end of the show.
Later.
In the second part. In relation the question regarding Pogba, I can say, first of all, that he's improved a lot in terms of physical aspect. He's working with the group. He played in the last week 14 minutes in the friendly game against Alessandria. He scored in that game. So I think that if Juventus against Bologna in the first half will be maybe 1-2-0. I think that in the second half, Paul could get a few minutes, not a big minutes, but he will make, I think, his debut regarding this season.
I heard Giovanni Albanese, he was saying possibly, not sure, but possibly as a starter against Lazio after the break. I think the game after, maybe, not Lazio.
You know, Beppe, right now it's very difficult to say Pogba will start in that match. I can say 100% that Pogba will get a few minutes between Bologna and Empoli. Sure, 100%. And I'm happy because if we talk about Paul, we talk about one of the best midfielder in the world. That's the truth. That's his history. And we know very well that because he played 4 beautiful seasons during his first experience here in Turin. So I'm very, very pleased and I'm full of energy because I feel the right vibes, guys. I feel the right vibe. I don't know, to be honest, if Juventus will be able to compete to try to win the title, but I feel that the atmosphere is very good.
I think, because I don't know about the strategy of communication around Pogba, because if you look a bit the strategy of communication, it looks like we would probably see him on the bench in September. And then you see him suddenly playing a friendly against Alessandria, 40 minutes. Then you see him on the bench against Udinese. Do you think that he's doing better than what we, the Tifosi, are thinking?
I don't know, to be fair, because I remember that I was there at the Allianz Stadium when Juventus played against the next gen, and I remember very well what Max Allegri said after the match during the press conference. He said, I hope to have Paul in the squad in around 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we are online about that. So the most important thing is that is working with the group.
Salkat is saying a healthy Pogba all
Yeah.
season is a new mercato. Do you think that's why we don't hear anymore about the midfielders?
No, because maybe
Okay.
if Juventus were able to sign something important, they couldn't do that. But of course, if Paul will play at high level 15, 20 matches, there will be a very, very important upgrade for Juventus. That's just the truth.
Did you watch a bit of Fiorentina or not?
No. To be fair, no.
They lost one. I didn't. I watched the last 10 minutes.
I know just they lost to 1-0 if I'm
1-0 against Rapid Vienna. Let's see, because they made a lot of changes also in the lineup. It's normal, but I was thinking to myself, if you don't want to play the Confederation, leave it to Juve. Now we needed that
after Genoa Fiorentina, there was a lot of sentences. A beautiful Fiorentina. Arthur is the new Iniesta. Italiano is the new Guardiola. Big can, guys. We are just at the beginning of the season, so of course I respect Italiano, Fiorentina, what they are doing, especially with some players, the style of football. Okay, but tonight 1-0 for for the opponent. So big can, guys.
Just Bologna. I saw a Bologna, I believe, a bit better than Udinese. They lost 2-0 against Milan, but I saw them still in the game, even if Milan was stronger. But it was not, like Udinese at a certain moment in the first half, because I watched it again. It was really clear that Juventus was stronger. Milan, they showed with flashes for 20-25, and then you still saw a Bologna that was in the game. I had a question a bit earlier. Are they players that we have to pay attention for Sunday from Bologna, that you say, this guy is good, or you didn't watch them really well against Milan?
First of all, I want to answer a question. Yes, Arthur has played the full match, so he was in the game. Regarding Bologna, I respect a lot Thiago Motta. I'm in love with this coach. I think that he's going to have a big career as manager, and I hope that he will get the right opportunity in his career, because I don't want to tell that now working at Bologna is a favor by his side, but we are talking about a very, very high profile. Bologna have a clear DNA on the field. So they want to play in the right way. They want to be aggressive, recover quick the ball. So I think that, of course, on Sunday will be a very hard match. But as I said a few minutes ago, I think that here the atmosphere is very good. So we have all the right elements to do a very solid and strong performance, to continue to work on the right way. So huge respect for Thiago, for Bologna, but Juventus are even better, and it's really important to start to win at home.
We have to pay attention to Orsolini, ex-Juve.
I think that today he signed his new extended contract with Bologna. Yeah, he's a very good player, but respect for Orsolini, but we can be scared by Orsolini.
I agree. There is DJ Gabri, grazie per la donazione. Thank you for your
Gabri.
Allegri out. Don't touch Dusan and Moisekin. Why do you think? That's a good question. Why do you think after a beautiful summer, after the enthusiasm, after that beautiful win against Udinese, we still hear, and I believe it's the right of people to express their feeling, but we still hear Allegri out. Why do you think we still continue to read that?
I think that to change the music, there will be crucial that Juventus will compete to the title this season. I think so. I think that DJ Gabri Gabri will continue to post these messages also in the coming months. Then, if Juventus will change 100% attitude, if Juventus will be able to stay at the top, I think that maybe DJ Gabri and the other guys will change their opinions. We have to respect all opinions, of course, but now I think that the most important thing is to be close to the squad, to the coach, and because we have the right opportunity, unfortunately, playing just one match during the week, two, when will be the Coppa Italia, and that's, of course, is not positive at all, because Juventus must play in the Champions League, but in terms to play in the right way in the Serie A, to prepare in the right way the matches is fundamental.
I'm curious, DJ Gabri, write us in the chat when you think that you can say, I stop writing Allegri out. I'm curious to see what can convince DJ Gabri to stop writing it. Katana, grande Katana. Katana, that's for you. Espresso time. Ciao Romeo, ciao Beppe.
Ciao Katana.
And then
grande
we see the
Katana.
beautiful message. Vlad, Beppe and Romeo are bigger than Chiesa and Vlahovic.
No, we are even better.
We started to have the affinity. Soon we will do some triangles. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Speaking about Chiesa, I will shoot immediately. Mo Salah.
Maybe, no, I don't want this question.
You know the question, huh?
Yeah.
Do we have to be scared? Liverpool jumping on Chiesa with a big... because we know it, huh? If they cash in for Salah, they will come.
Reading some journalists, important journalists that they have the opportunity to work behind Liverpool. For example, Neil Jones, my former colleague at Goal, he posted that is not for sale for Tottenham. That's true. That in Arabia they are trying to sign Salah, but at the moment, 24 August, for Liverpool, Mo Salah is not for sale. You know, Beppe, it's very difficult in the last days of the market to replace Salah, your best player. So maybe it's possible that Momo is evaluating a big offer. That's normal, because I think that the offer will be crazy, completely crazy. But he has a contract, and if Liverpool say, we want to keep you, it's impossible for you to go out. So I think that in generally, in terms of Juventus supporter, we must be not scared, but on the peace until the end of this transfer window. Speaking now about a potential move of Chiesa to Liverpool, I don't have news about that.
Did you make some investigations? The game was on Sunday. We are on Thursday. Did you make some investigation around the beautiful gestures of Chiesa? He was really angry, or you said it's part of the game? I didn't even check.
It's part of
I'm curious about the journalist work.
Yeah,
what is the journalist doing?
It's not just the game. It's not just the goal. It's the period. Because we wrote a lot about him. We wrote a lot about his relationship with Allegri. We wrote about a lot in terms of contract aspect, because his contract will expire in 2025. Is a dangerous date. So I think that Chiesa wants just to show that he's Federico Chiesa, the best player of Juventus, my personal opinion. And then maybe, as he told the press after the game, he prefers an offensive football. No, what Juventus did, especially in the first half against Udinese.
Alamam, grande Amam.
Grande Ala.
Hi, it's great to see Agresti with you live. Is it possible now to lose Federico or Dusan Vlahovic in the last day of Mercato after seeing them first match and maybe the second one? We already spoke about Federico. What about Dusan? Because that's another story. Dusan, that was more on the papers.
Same topic, same story. Of course, now we have every day to talk about a potential swap deal with Chelsea, including Romelu Lukaku. If Chelsea will decide to put on the table 40 million euros But right now, the story is just one, that Dusan Vlahovic is a Juventus player. Federico Chiesa is a Juventus player too. I think that we have to be happy about that, because that was not sure when
It's true.
at the beginning of the transfer window, because I remember very well that speaking between us and when I had the opportunity to talk with agent intermediary, I felt that there was a real possibility that one big player could leave Juventus. So right now, Bremer, Chiesa, Vlahovic, they're playing with Juventus, and I'm very happy about that. Stop.
If you have to choose, that's a little question, a game about Ram team. If you're obliged to choose Dusan and you get away and you get Lukaku, or Moise leaving and you get Morata.
So I prefer to keep Dusan despite to sign Lukaku, but Ken
It's a
out
difficult one.
and Alvaro in. I mean, because Alvaro is in my heart. Vlahovic, Chiesa, Milik, and Morata. It's a very good.
You would say yes to Morata 3.0?
Beppe, Alvaro is Alvaro, because he can play without problem with another striker. He can play alone. If there is an opportunity to sign Morata, I would like to do that. Remember, guys, that he has a buy clause around 22 million euros, and I don't know if Juventus will be able to do that. Of course, Juventus could do that just if we will be able to sell on a permanent deal. And that's not easy too.
Fulham today, they said that the coach said that they are not interested, or that Moise is not a player for them. So bluff, or do you think it's true?
No. I think they asked the info to Atalanta for Zapata. I think that they want a profile not too expensive like Moise.
Asmun to Roma? What do you think? Opinion?
Random signing. Completely random new player. I don't know. I remember when he was linked to Juventus, I was not really happy. You know that in that January, Azmoun was linked to Juventus, and then we signed, fortunately, Dusan Vlahovic from
Fiorentina
at 80 million euros. Azmoun is a normal striker. I don't think that he's better than Belotti, especially if Belotti will continue to score, as he said, 2 goals against Salernitana. But on loan, you can try.
GTA 22 mesi. Thank you, GTA.
GTA.
Dospi, what do you think, guys, about the idea Mille Bandiere? Keep up the good work. So Mille Bandiere is initiative from our friend Maurizio around Turin, together with La Bianconera, with Italian Magpies, with Colpo Gobbo. I didn't speak about it yet on the channel, but I had contacts already with Maurizio. I will try to have or Maurizio or Italian Magpies on the channel so that they can explain it better in detail. It's a pacific way of showing support to the team, because what they are asking is coming to the stadium with le bandiere, with the flags, because there is a rumor, and a lot of supporters, especially that are not living in Italy, they don't really know. They think that the bandiere, that the flags are not allowed in the stadium, which is not true, because you have rules that are saying that if you respect the right centimeters and so on, you can bring, of course, with the colors of the club, not identifying with ultra logos and so on. But if you are going towards the club, you can go with flags. And I believe it's a really fantastic, beautiful thing that hopefully we can see growing during the season. They will do it all season long, or at least that's what Maurizio told me. And in this week, I really wanted to start speaking about it, and maybe after Bologna, having someone on the channel so that he can give more detail. Maybe Romeo, what do you think about that in Pacific initiative
Yeah,
from
that's a Pacific project. I know very well Maurizio. I know very well Lello col Pogobbo. They are Juventini, 100% real Juventini, so they want to do their best for this club. So I hope that they will be able to develop this kind of project, and that's a good project. I can confirm you.
Mohamed Youssef, grande, brother. Why didn't we renew Chiesa contract yet at the moment? Even an increase of 3 million salary isn't a big amount to risk on a player like him. Where is the logic?
The logic is will be after the transfer window, because I think that if Chiesa stays, I hope so. The most important thing will be to do a meeting with his entourage and try to find an agreement as soon as possible. So that's a big risk because, as we said, his contract will expire in 2025. But if Chiesa will stay, I think that Juventus will do everything to extend his contract.
Is there a new maximum salary that Juventus has in target? Because at the moment it's 8 million net plus a bit of bonus. Paul Pogba,
around 9 with Vlahovic. Around 9. I don't know if Juventus have a. I think that of course it's impossible. It's very important to find the right balance. I don't know what will be the request by Federico Chiesa, but I think that it will be possible to try to find an agreement.
Will it be something that they will start quite early, September, October, or you think first they need also to see how the season is going? Because it's true that
no. I think that in October maybe, because month after month there will be a big risk. I remember perfectly what happened with Dybala. Paolo will sign, and then go out as a free agent. Cecilia said, I'm really stressed about Chiesa. I feel you because, of course, we are scared about a potential move by other clubs, important clubs, but at the moment, everything is really quiet. So, keep going.
Carlo Carbonara is asking to you, because you are also a next gen expert, as we have problems on the right side. Do you think there is someone on the right side in the next gen that can possibly, because people were speaking about Barbieri, according to me, was not really a starter of Juve. He's going on loan now. Is there someone else that you think from the next gen?
I like Mulazzi.
Good player.
I think that is a very good potentially right back, because he likes to push. And Turicchia. I think that Turicchia did a very important World Cup under 20. So Turicchia and Mulazzi, we have to follow these guys during the season.
There is Tony Trim, 13 months with us as a member on the channel. Ciao a tutti. I agree with Romeo. I will always have a soft spot for Alvaro Morata. The goal versus Manchester City in Champions League. Mamma mia.
Do you remember what happened in 2015? Alvaro scored against Real Madrid in Turin, and there he Barcelona in the final. So I think that Alvaro is a very, very big striker. Of course, maybe he can still improve. That's true that he's 13, so he's not young player. But when I talk about Alvaro is in my heart.
You know that Alvaro, there is one thing that you cannot doubt is the passion, the love, and that is a player is giving 200%. Then sometimes he's doing well, sometimes he has a bit more difficulty, but Alvaro is giving everything.
Yeah, during his experience at Juventus, the first and the second, he had a big up and big down.
That's the problem.
He missed to find the right balance.
I agree.
Because
Italian.
Do you remember Beppe when when he signed for Juventus in the second period with Andrea Pirlo,
Yeah.
the first period of the season, it was unbelievable.
He was a monster. A monster. I remember
he played the 6 months, unbelievable. He scored a goal offside. He made assist. He was a crucial player.
I think he is the record man of offside hat trick.
Yeah,
no?
yeah. I remember, for example,
against Barcelona.
Barcelona. But he was unbelievable in the first period of that season.
Look, for me, I would not go for Morata because I love the player. I told you. But for me, it's again, at a certain moment, I believe that you have to close the book and go for other solutions. But again, if Morata comes, of course, the kid is a nice guy. Let's go to Domenico Berardi. Last news I heard, and maybe you can confirm, is that today he started to train again with Sassuolo.
Yeah. I can confirm 100%. He's back with the group. So I don't know if that means that he will stay 100%, but maybe he's will be available for the next game because it's a very important player for them. And without Berardi, they risk seriously to be relegated. So I don't know, but I can confirm you, Beppe, that today he's back with the group.
Will Juventus do another offer, you believe? Because today apparently Fiorentina tried, but Carnevale said he's out of the market, or you think it's over? And then I want to understand also where do we play him with the team that we have today?
So I think that if you sign Berardi, he can play behind a striker. Maybe if you want to put on the field the 3-4-3, he's a technical player. So maybe in that idea, you could replace Di Maria. But I agree with you, that's not easy, especially if you will get positive results playing with the 3-5-2. Because if I have to analyze the match against Udinese, I don't know where you can put on the pitch Berardi. I don't know.
Do you think it's the new coach of Juventus that is pushing for him, Magnanelli?
maybe because they play together. They played together for a long time. He worked under Magnanelli when Francesco was part of the staff, member of the staff of Alessio Dionisi. But I don't know, to be honest, if Juventus will go again on Berardi. Not at all at 40 million euros. No way. Juventus have tried to study Phil Lohan with maybe an obligation to buy in the future, but I don't know if now Juventus will go again on Berardi, and I don't know if Sassuolo will decide to open a negotiation. Of course, if tomorrow Juventus will call Sassuolo, we are Juventus, we want Berardi, here are 40 million euros, I think that you can find agreement in 1 second.
I agree.
But I don't think that will happen at all.
Tudoro, grazie per la donazione. Thank you for the donation. Tudoro.
Grazie, Tudoro.
Then you have Anthony Schifano. Grande Beppe Romeo. I love to hear some positivity towards Allegri. He deserves some credit now.
We must be honest, Anthony. If Juventus will do well, we'll say that Juventus are doing well. If Juventus will do not very well things, we say that. We must be honest, always.
Can we say first half it's thanks to Magnanelli and second half because of Allegri or not? I will push, Romeo.
As yesterday, I said to Juventus, in this season, if Juventus will win, thanks to Magnanelli. If Juventus will lose, that will happen by Allegri.
I agree. Ramtin is asking a question I had also on my paper. I really like the question. Do you think, guys, that Gabri Veiga, very young special talent going to Saudi, can be a huge threat on leagues such as Serie A to take the young talents away?
Hey guys, I don't know. I don't know because there are a lot of money. I can understand his choice because if maybe you can sign for Napoli at 3 million euros net per season, and then you got a call from Arabia Saudi Arabia, they told you that you can sign for 6, 7, 8. It's impossible to say no, to reject the offer. That's true that he's very young. I think that he's 21.
21.
21, but we have to understand the conditions. I don't know his his wages at in Arabia. I don't know, but I think that to go there around at least around 10 million euros net, but at least.
It's a lot, huh? It's a lot. But is Champions League the attraction to play Champions? It's the dream of a kid. You know, when you're a kid, when you dream about football, you hear that music. That music is giving goosebumps. Is it fading away? Is it going away? That music of Champions League, that attraction, because you say, okay, I can go also to another league, because it's a big topic, huh?
Yeah, I think Beppe that the strategy could be I go in Arabia for 2-3 years, I get as many as possible, and then I will come back in Europe.
You know,
because when
maybe
you are 21, you have to write all the pages of your book, professional book. So 21, you can play there for 3-4 seasons. I don't know now how will change football world, because I don't understand if Arabia will continue to push, if they will stop it. I don't know. It's impossible to say right now. But if you are 21, you get a lot of money, you can say, okay, I'm 21, so I will have the opportunity to come back in Europe, in the Serie A, in the Premier League, in the Bundesliga, in the Liga 1. But now, the most important thing is to get as money as possible.
I have a problem with the chat, because the chat is
freezing.
Stopped at 11:20. That was the last message of Rauf. So I can read the other chats, but I cannot pin them anymore, and Romeo can't read them anymore. So
yeah,
I will try to read some comments. Wait, let me check. So that I don't forget. Anthony Schifano, we did. Then I had DJ Gabri, no Morata, and 100% no Lukaku. Lukaku is 100% Inter, and the last time Morata, he didn't help us, but we still love him like Paolo. That was the message of Gabri. Thank you for the donation, Gabri.
If you want, Beppe, I can help you, because I opened the chat on my iPhone. So if you want, we can read together some questions.
Grande. Well, maybe you can give your opinion. I know you already give, but now, after a few weeks, after the words of Rovella, Tudoru is saying, GJustjuve and Romeo, bomba. What do you think about the move of Rovella? We heard about the prices. We heard the words of Rovella.
I can say just, Beppe, that I prefer to sell him on a permanent deal, and with a different price, because I don't know if Rovella during this season will be a key player for Sarri or not, but he's a very good player. Maybe in the future his value will be the double. We will get, if I'm right, 80 million euros.
Yeah.
But in the 2025. So I didn't like so much this deal, to be honest.
No, for me, I can understand. I can understand. He wants to leave. He wants some guarantee to play. You have one competition. You have a lot of players. I can understand everything. I didn't defend it, but it's true that when you see the numbers, you think twice, and then you can say, hey, it's not really a lot. David, 16 months as a member of the channel. Guys, who will stay, Miretti or Nucalusi, or maybe both of them?
I
And
hope
do we have
both.
someone for the right?
I hope both, because I think that Nicolussi has a big chance, at least until January. Of course, it's not easy for him to get minutes, because playing just one match during the week, I think that we'll see, especially the trio, Fagioli, Locatelli, of course, Rabiot, Pogba, when it will be 100% or something like that. But I hope that Nicolussi will stay at least until January, because he could replace in front of the defense Locatelli. He can play as a mezzala, so he deserves to stay. He's a top guy. We just say that several times, so I hope that he will stay. And
What did you think about the performance of Miretti against Udinese?
I think that it was a good performance, but he can do better, especially in terms of kick, to find the right spaces. I think that he can do better. He can do better. He's very young, but it was a good performance. But I would like to watch Miretti try some shots.
At the end, I liked it because I watched the game full twice, a lot of time the highlights, and then I watched again that first half, especially for Miretti, because I saw a lot of people speaking that they were not 100% convinced about the performance, and I liked them because he was super high on the field, the first one to press. Is offering something in a lot of time. I don't know if you watch it or not. You go with the first pressing with a 3-4-2-1 with Miretti, first one to press together with Federico Chiesa.
Yeah, he played as a trequartista, more or less.
So it's true, he needs one or two goals, and that can unlock it. Pueblo Juve, big hug to both from our friends at Pueblo Juve.
Grande Pueblo.
They are great, huh? Ragazzi, can you give us in the chat a rating on from 0 to 10 about Miretti? Let us know in the chat. I'm curious because Andre Rigoni is saying Miretti has the highest potential of all the young guys. Do you agree with Andre?
Yeah.
Biggest potential?
Yeah. He's very young. He's 18. So, but this season will be very important for his career. Very, very important.
If he leaves, is there a team that you say that's the team for a year of loan of Miretti?
Monza.
Monza is good.
Monza is working under Palladino, young coach, modern ideas. Monza
is a good team, and they need also after Ranocchia and Rovella leaving. I think they need also someone there. But the people in the chat, they are quite okay with the performance of, except of Eugene. Eugene gave a 4. All the other ones are quite high.
I'm reading the ratings for Miretti. 10. Antonio said 10. Forza Juve 8. Jose Angel is agree with me. 6. Half past 7,5, come si dice? Half past 7?
7.5.
7.5. 7.5. 7.6. Aldo 7.6.
Aldo fantastic. 7.6. And on the channel, I don't give that much rating on the channel. Last year I was always looking at your ratings, and then we say more or less than Romeo. But I don't give a lot of time. But when we can't decide on the channel, then we go with 7.6, 7.8.
Antonio said 7.8. 8.
Bologna.
Mario said sometimes I think that Miretti is cursed and can score.
And that can be a problem because Mamma Mia is really unlucky, but really
unlucky. He was very unlucky because I remember in the last season he scored his first goal, but then the VAR is removed that. I think that he hit some per qualche traversa, vero? Anche sì,
hit the post.
Yeah.
Mohamed Youssef is saying, as of today, do you think Italy understood Agnelli's vision of the Super League, that it was important? And do you think that they have regrets?
Today you
Thank you for the
posted
donation, Mohammed.
a very important message on Twitter, and I agree with you 100% because the vision of Andrea Agnelli was definitely that's it, the point. And now maybe someone is understanding that it was agree 100%. So that's the story of the modern football.
Look, I am not jealous about Premier League, about
I'm
Saudi
a little bit.
Arabia.
I'm a little bit jealous. I'm a little bit.
Of course, because you're a culture fan and you want, always to be the best. But I always say that if you invest, if you do well, if you work well, I think you deserve to be there. Uh, I am angry with, I said it yesterday to our friends of you and me, and I showed this game. This is the first video game I played, Romeo.
World
The
Cup
first,
Italia Serie A.
the first video game. Look at how it was back then. Huh? You remember, huh? Like this.
Yeah.
You had to blow to make it work. Well, Romeo, you know that this it's like how much now? 33 years is the last time that Italy invested in stadium in Italy. So when they made this, that's the last, and we have a problem. We have a big problem.
We have a big problem.
And you can't wait for 2032 to wait for new stadium. And by the way, if you are doing it with Turkey, you don't even have a renewal of all your stadium. You have half of it. So I think we have according to me, a big problem there. Let me check. Azzurri Juve is saying Agresti for Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio president. Quick. You want to become a Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio? Oh,
no, guys, not at all. I prefer to stay here talking with you guys.
Okay, but I have a question for you because Azzurri, maybe it's a good question. If you go and you become president for one day and you can do one thing, not the stadium, that's too easy. What would you change? First thing, one thing only.
No, all facilities. The facilities. Because in Italy, we are so poor. It's impossible to go in some cities and to watch a very disgusting facilities. So the facilities are the most important thing to change in this country to improve our football.
You think it's you would change, for example, the air conditioning for me?
Yeah, but training center, fields, because I can tell you that if you go, no, I don't want to see the city. I don't want to say the cities, but really, believe me, there are so disgusting facilities.
On the other side, you see a Udinese that has a really beautiful stadium. Huh?
Yeah, Atalanta the same, Sassuolo. No,
Cesena.
There are clubs that they've done a very beautiful job, like Sassuolo, Salernitana.
It's true.
But if you go to watch a Serie B game, you have to put your hand on your hair.
It's true. It's true. DJ Gabri, Juve always sell players below their value. Thank you for the donation, DJ Gabri. I don't know if you saw it or not, but yesterday I was speaking about it. I think that we see, except of Rovella, that it's a different story, but we see a change in that with Cristiano Giuntoli that is saying that's the price.
Yeah,
that's the price. Ciao.
That's what
am I correct?
Yeah, totally correct. That's what he did with Zakaria, because West Ham were offering 12 million euros, and he said they want 20. And he did it because they got 20 million euros from Monaco.
By the way, Zakaria doing a beautiful game with Monaco.
Yeah, I know.
He's a good player.
You know that Monaco are signing the striker from Arsenal,
Balagun.
Yeah,
Balogun.
He's very close to sign for 40 million euros to Monaco, and I think that they are building a very solid and good team.
I don't.
They are rich, Beppe. They are rich. They are
true.
rich.
But they are making a mistake because you know who is the best player of Ligue 1? It's Mikaudatse.
Mika Daze, your new idol.
My dream, my dream, my dream.
And
And
he's
Chiesa,
playing for Metz, right? For Metz. He's a striker of the Metz. Metz in Zilligan. And next season, this guy will sign for the Premier League at 50 million euro.
and then ciao ciao. Wait, let me check if there are some other questions. We have some people from Inter in the chat. Andiamo ragazzi, forza the other team. Then Razzuri, Castro 36. Welcome to the chat. I'm always happy when you have other people here. Wait, Juventus. I wish we could get Balogun. Hey, good player. But Monaco, they have always had money. Yeah?
Today, Balogun, as we said, is very, very close to Monaco. He will go there. But today was linked to Chelsea because, they are finding a new striker to replace Lukaku. But we'll see what we will do this guy in the Principato, Monte Carlo.
Rugani,
I think that he could extend his contract after this transfer window. There were some contacts with his entourage. And so I think that Juventus will try to find a solution to pay him immediately, not anymore 3 million euros. And of course, so far his contract will expire in 2024. So maybe you can find agreement until 2026 with a different price.
right choice?
Yeah, because you must find also the guys that they go to the bench, they stay in silence. Maybe they play one match, 7 in a row or not. When they play, they do their best. So I think that the most important thing is to have, if you play with 3 defenders, a big trio. We have Bremer, untouchable, Danilo, untouchable. We have to improve in the future on the left side, but hoping that Huijsen will show immediately that he's ready to play at a level. We do, for sure, in the summer 2024 something. But I agree if Juventus will decide to keep Rugani because has a 4 or 5 defender, there is a good strategy.
I have 2 questions from the chat, and then I want to go towards really the latest that we know for the game of Bologna and making the lineup, Romeo. 2 questions.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to do that.
Sorry, guys, that I can't pin, but I had a problem with, I don't know why, it's not working. So I read them. Thank you, guys, but I can't pin them. So Rad Al-Harbi, our friend, is saying Al Hilal can win any team in Serie A. This is the league that was the best until the year 2000. There is something really wrong with people who manage calcio. Very sad to see this fall down. So Rad is really, it's not a question. It's
it's
a
an
point
opinion.
of view.
It's an opinion. I can understand what Rada said, but we have to be realistic, guys. And football is not changing. Football has changed a lot during this transfer window. And we have to continue to work in a different way with the young players. Of course, it's impossible to compete now with Arabia. It's impossible to compete with the Premier League. That's it, guys. We have to do what we can do.
On the other side, I went yesterday to a training session of under 9 years. They were really kids, huh?
Yeah.
They are like 7 years, 8 years old, and at the end, football is football. I love football. I really love football. Big star, not big star. Of course, I'm a winner. I am a competitor, but I have to say that I love football. Hey, a bit la Eric Cantona. I love football.
Yeah. But guys, of course, I was joking. I said that I'm jealous because in the Premier League they can sign top players, but we must be realistic. Right now, we are in that position in the world in terms of football, and move on.
Azzurri Juve, the greatest qualification for being a leader is not wanting to be a leader. Plato. Agresti for presidente.
Guys, it's very hard to be a leader at Juventus in the locker room. It's not easy at all, because you have 22, 23 big colleagues, different minds. I think that we don't have a lot of leaders right now. That's the truth. Because we had important and solid and beautiful leaders like Barzagli, Chiellini, Buffon, Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe he was not a leader in the dressing room, but he was a leader on the pitch.
On the pitch. True.
Now we have Danilo, Rabiot. I think that Rabiot will be a quiet leader. Maybe he doesn't speak a lot, but when he speaks, everybody pay attention.
It's true.
We have to rebuild also this process to create new leader.
And maybe we miss a bit more the vocal leader, the one that you hear on the pitch, but I agree with you. But BT Barbara is saying, on the other side, there are some players, they still want to play for Juve. Look at Rabiot extending.
Yeah.
Dusan Vlahovic is showing every single day that he wants to stay at Juve. So that's also a beautiful message.
That's a very beautiful message, because that means that it's very, very good to live in this city, and I can confirm you. Because, guys, that's the story. You play for Juventus, one of the big club in the world. You play in a beautiful city like Torino. Italy is Italy. It's very difficult to leave this country. So I'm happy to hear that the players want to still here, want to open a new project. And especially I think that they want to take a revenge, looking in the past, the last season, because the guys, they did, I think that a big effort, a very big effort. But the last season was a nightmare, because we talked about all the aspects, but not on the pitch. So
I agree. Did you hear something, an update about these last day in front of Bologna? Latest updates, because I know it's Thursdays. We play on Sunday, so it's an eternity in football, of course. But do we have some small updates? Someone that did well in training session or not?
We have to. We recovered Ken that I worked with the group, so
good.
He will be available for Sunday's match, and Pogba is improving his physical condition. We analyze his situation at the beginning of this chat. I can confirm you that Fagioli is doing very well, so I think that maybe he could start. I don't know, but left side Cambiaso, on the right side we'll see.
Wait. Okay, let's go player by player. In the goal,
the squad is fit. Is fit to play in the right way on Sunday. In the goal, we'll play Szczesny.
Okay. Then 3-man defense. Who do you put?
Danilo, Bremer, Alexandro.
So we continue with the same.
Yeah.
Okay. In the midfield.
Loca, Adrien, and Amrabat. Joking. and Miretti.
You continue with Miretti?
Yeah.
This is what you think, not what you want.
Yeah. This is
That's
what
important to say.
For the probable lineup, we'll talk about around on Saturday. On the left side, of course, Cambiaso, because we are Cambiasers. The king of the city, the new king. On the right side, I put where? Chiesa, Vlahovic.
The same.
Yeah.
I tell you what I told you in the beginning. Do you remember I told you
Yeah.
my switch? I think, I think, I think we could potentially see. Attenzione.
Gatti.
Wait, wait.
Kostic.
What do you think?
Oh, I understand your idea of football, but there will be a pity to change Cambiaso right now. You know, he's dominating on the left side, so I think that maybe it will be important to improve his confidence. And for this reason, I think that he could play again on the left side. I think that it's good to give the opportunity to Weah to play for the first time in front of our supporters at home. Maybe Gatti could be an idea.
I will ask the chat. Who is right? Romeo, Beppe, or
Nessuno.
none of them?
Or none
Guys,
of them.
you vote now in the chat for who do you think. So I said Kostic on the left, Cambiaso with Gatti, and Romeo went for exactly the same as last week. That of course has a lot of probability. In the meanwhile, Donazione, thank you for the donation. DJ Gabri inform today we have to play with the heart and with the balls. On that one I agree. On this one I agree, Gabri. Uh, but I think the players did really well in terms of intention and grinta. They did really well.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
at the moment you're winning. 70% of the people are voting for you,
but
Romeo.
Beppe, as we said on Monday on my YouTube channel, right now it's not so easy to play with both Gatti and Weah on the right side, because Weah has some issues in terms of defense. It's very good when he has to push, but he has to improve in terms of defense aspect. And Gatti, he needs to find the right connection with the right back. So for this reason, I think that Allegri will go with the same defenders, and he will bet on Weah on the right side.
Also, in terms of psychology, if you put Weah on the bench for the second game, it's not wow. Huh?
Yeah.
So I was happy with how we started. I was happy. So I would absolutely not be sad if I see these players starting. Ragazzi, 2 minutes and then we close. Limo 2000. Thank you. 10 months with us as a member. Why not Ealing and Cambiaso with Weah subbing? I don't know. Romeo, Ealing, can he start?
I'm not sure that Ealing will stay, guys. And I have to give you an update regarding Bonucci, because the deal with Union is not a done deal. They are continuing to talk, to try to find an agreement, but at the moment, it's not a done deal. Why?
Oh, ragazzi.
In my opinion, Bonucci is still trying to find a solution in Italy. My opinion. That's not the news is that the deal is not completed. It's not a 100% deal. My point of view, that's not the news, is that Bonucci is trying to understand, for example, if Lazio,
Oh, you see, ragazzi, we said that 1 hour of live. I repeat, the day after the game on the channel of Romeo, also here, 11 p.m. On Thursday, here on the channel, always the same hours, but you have to stay until the end because exclusive news. Attenzione, Union Berlin. Bonucci, it's not the done deal at the moment.
Yeah, because there were some rumors Bonucci will fly tomorrow, but according to my info, that's not a done deal right now. Then, if tonight when we sleep they will find the final agreement, and I don't know, but right now that's not a done deal.
Kostic or Ealing, that's the very last, and then we say goodbye to the people.
I think that as we said on Monday, Juventus have 3 big players there, and maybe without the Europe, Juventus will find a solution for one of these 3 players. I don't know if on loan or a permanent deal. There are a lot of requests on loan for Ealing, Atalanta, Bologna, and other teams from other countries. So we'll see what will happen. But now it's today 25. We must be on point, guys, because it's true that everything is quiet, but this is maybe the store.
Romeo, it was fantastic. I hope the people in the chat, they appreciated it. It's really fun in English, and every time it's getting better and better and better. So thank you for your hour with us, Romeo. We see each other Monday on your channel.
On Monday for the second debriefing of the season after Juventus Bologna, of course, next Tuesday here on your YouTube channel to discuss about the market, because there will be maybe the last day of the market, and then of course we talk about the performance that Juventus will do against Bologna on Sunday.
Ciao Romeo, ciao a tutti. Ciao ciao guys.